Today we're going to be taking care of a dent on the extended cab portion of a pickup truck, and although it doesn't look very bad, I think you'll find it very interesting on how we're going to go about pulling this section out. It is dipped in at the body line, and there's a slight dent here. I think it rubbed up against some branches or a side of a garage or something like that. So let me get the camera set up. I'm going to put a straight edge on this so you can see exactly how far this body line is pushed in. And here's a close-up view of that body line, and you can see there's a gap in the middle right about there, about 3/8 of an inch it dips in. The way we're going to go about repairing this is by first trying a stud welder. We're just going to weld a series of studs right there, about maybe 5 or 6 of them. Then we're going to use this tool right here. And we're just going to grab onto those all at the same time and pull it. If that doesn't work, we can take a piece of sheet metal, like that, bang, weld it right there, and then grab onto that sheet metal with this guy. So we'll grab onto it and pull it with that. So let me get the stud welder set up and I'll be right back. And now we'll just weld a few studs, about 5 of them, right along the very middle of this. Once you have your studs in place, you can then grip onto them with this tool. And we're just going to grip onto them like that and probably pull from here, just like that. Now this is called a pogo stick, and we're just going to grab it right here on that ring, and we're going to pry against the bed of the truck. It's a real strong point right here. So I'm going to pull exactly at this angle using this leverage right here and hit on our high spots. But first I'm going to just try using the pogo stick alone without the hammer and check and see if it pulled it out. So here we go. And now I'm going to grab the hammer and maybe, while I'm putting pressure on this pogo stick or hustler stick, I'm going to hit the high spots right here. So I'm going to put a lot of pressure on it, and now I'll come back over here and pull on it if I can. Okay, let me check the body line and see what it looks like. And that's looking pretty good. I might have to put a couple right here. Once I weld those on, we'll pull from here. And here's a close-up view of the last 3 studs I welded on, and we'll be pulling from them. Now you may be asking yourself, hey, why doesn't this guy just pull the interior and push it from the inside? And the reason is this way you never have to mess with somebody's interior. You can pull any dent around the whole vehicle from the outside. So the last 3 studs I welded on, we're just going to grip them again with this pulling tool. And we're just going to take the hustler stick or pogo stick, hook that guy on there like that, and you pull the chain until you're pulling nice and straight, so you get a variable distance here. You just set it up so the distance is right, and then you can pull. So now we're just going to pull at the right angle this way. And we just need a little bit more from right there, so let me check it. And I think that's pretty good. I don't want to go too far and then have some high spots. So let me just push on this just a tad. And that's good. So we're going to unclamp this, pull these studs, grind it up clean. I'll lay the straight edge across there so you can see the finished panel ready to be ground and filled. There's a low spot right here, and maybe up in here a little bit. Once I get that set up, I'll be right back. After removing the studs and cleaning up the area, this is that body line up against a straight edge. The next step is to grind the area clean and fill any low spots. Again, in my opinion, it's best to fix or pull dents from the outside. That way you eliminate the possibility of breaking interior parts or other plastic parts. You don't need expensive tools either. Before stud welders, we used to use shims like this. Look like that. Then you just weld them, MIG weld them right onto the body line along there like that, or wherever you need them on the surface. Then you will take your pogo stick chain or a pulling post, and you would just hook into that like that. So you hook right in there. If you don't want to do it that way, you can use a sheet of metal, weld it on the body line or wherever you need it. Take the vice grips, clamp it onto your metal, then use the other end of the pogo stick chain and pull from the vice grips like that, right on that little nut. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the use of a pogo stick or hustler stick as leverage to remove dents from the outside of the vehicle, eliminating the need to remove interior parts. And if you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.